Skelton Hour. If you'd like to steal away for some fun today, let's go. You can sneak a laugh or grin while we're breaking in our show.
We are hoping the jokes tonight will go over with quite a bang.
Let's not hold up the folks tonight, so we better invite the gang. Our guest star, Milton Berle. David Rose and his orchestra. The Alan Copeland Singers. The Tom Hanson Dancers. And here he is, Red Skelton.
Thank you very much, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You know what this is? New California sunsuit. Boy, the California out here, the weather's beautiful at this time of the year. The umbrellas are in bloom, you know. It's really picturesque at this time of the year to see those sun-kissed oranges floating down the drain. You know, with Noah, it rained 40 days and 40 nights. But out here in California, the weatherman calls that light to moderate. Hey, Mayor Bulkert of Palm Springs told me if I didn't get on the air and tell everybody how beautiful the sun was shining down in Palm Springs, he'd take me out the curb and drown me. But you know something? President Johnson's poverty program's really catching on. You'd be surprised how many poor families out here in California now have swimming pools in their basement. And in Beverly Hills, you know how people always walk around with their nose in the air? 3 families got drowned during the last year. But it's beautiful down where I live in Cathedral City in Palm Springs. The salmon are running. Doesn't matter. Hey, and you know, on the desert, the water disappears real quick. It just dries up real quick in that sand. See, as a matter of fact, I saw a salmon walking down the dried riverbed. He looked up at me and he said, "Boy, I made a wrong turn somewhere." And you know, there's never any water in the Los Angeles River out here. And when the last rain, see, these 2 fish were talking. One of them says, "This is that stuff I was telling you about." The other fish says, "Well, let's get out of here before we get drowned." And people do things like they've never done before out here when it rains. Like they go out and watch it. I didn't have to. I stayed right in my living room. Boy, I tell you, I woke up and my bedroom was just covered with water. And little Red says, "Well, don't just sit there, do something." So I did the backstroke. And I backed my car out of the garage to go down to the store, and my garage beat me there. Do you know you got to be careful during these rains out here? There's floods in California. John Wayne says, "What's all the fuss about?" He says, "The water only comes up to my knees." Mickey Rooney stepped in and disappeared. And old Dean Martin and Frank Sinatra were out in a little rowboat riding around, see, and it sprung a leak. Frank says, "This thing's leaking." Dean says, "Oh, don't worry about it. It'll run over the sides when it gets full." Hey, I used to know a little poem about weather. Whether it's cold or whether it's hot, we got to have weather, whether or not. But in the coldest kind of summer's hot weather, it's better for 2 to sleep alone than 1 to sleep together. Hey, and I saw a little boy standing out at the gutter, and he was fishing. I said, "How's the fishing?" He said, "Fine." I said, "What'd you catch?" He says, "Nothing." I said, "I thought you said the fishing was fine." He says, "The fishing is great. It's the catching is lousy." I said, "What are you fishing for?" He says, "Some goolaloops." I said, "A goolaloop? What's a goolaloop?" He says, "I don't know. I ain't caught one yet." And you can always tell the tourists when they come out here from New York, when the rain, they walk around like this. See, in New York, they've had the water shortage, so when they see that water, they grab it like this. When you gotta explain them, they're pretty lousy. But you know, we have a lot of sunshine out here in California. It says there. Now, for the people that live in California, I'd like to tell you what the sun is. The sun is that big ball of fire that comes west as far as Arizona, then detours and goes to Florida for the winter. We had a pretty good storm out here, you know. You know, my house up in Bel Air, up in the mountain, got the same place out in the valley now. And up on Mulholland Drive, you know, that's called Lover's Lane out here. It was raining so bad that there was one girl did something she never did before. She swam home. And out here, too, we don't pay much attention to the type of clothes we wear, the material, that is, you know. You just buy it. It looks good, because they don't think the weather's going. I put on my tuxedo to go to a party, and the rains came and the suit went. I started off with a tuxedo. When I got to where I was going, it was a pair of shorts and a knee-ton jacket. And another thing, a lot of times at this time of the year, a lot of tourists come out here to California. And for anybody who's planning on coming out, I'd like to do in pantomime some of the things that you have to be ready for and to enjoy the California weather. Could I borrow my hat here? Things you have to enjoy the
Tonight, Red Skelton as Forsooth and Milton Berle as Nogood in When Nuthood Was in Flower.
As my torture advisor, what do you suggest? I'm thinking about doing over my dungeon.
Oh, Sir Fancy Dress, would you care to look over our stock?
I certainly would.
Right this way. Now, this is an arm breaker, and this is a leg breaker, and this is a magnificent back breaker. Oh, and I have just brewed up a new pot of boiling oil.
Boiling oil? Oh, my goodness. That does sound like a delightful torture.
Yes, just a moment, sire. Apprentice, bring in the boiling oil.
Boiling oil!
Boiling oil.
Coming up! Hey!
Hot pot, all the way. Hot pot, you numbskull.
It's not my skull, it's numb, it's my hand. Boy, anybody for barbecued fingers?
You fool, verily put on thy gloves.
Verily, I will. Hold that. Well, you take the gloves. You need them worse than I do.
Hold that, sire.
They don't seem to do very much good, do they?
Take that from me.
Whoa, there we are. At least we got it straightened out now. Have I got the gloves on?
No, I have.
Well, in a case like that... Oh, there we are. I think if you let your hair grow, we can got a new act going for it.
You imbecile!
But... holiday for string.
You You've burnt my bunions.
Well, you got nothing to worry about until your corn start popping.
Look what you've done to our best customer. He's covered with oil.
Well, he's lucky. Now he can slip out of bed without his wife knowing it.
I have no wife.
More the reason for slipping out of the bed.
Well, I never.
Well, in a case like that, you just as well stay in bed.
Sire, I think I would suggest boiling oil for the peasant.
Boiling oil.
Yeah.
Not only does it hurt him, it keeps him from squeaking.
Give me 1 pint to go.
All right. 1 pint to go. 1 pint to go. Just
There
hold
you
the
are.
little bottle there. And
No. Pouring boiling oil, you use a funnel.
Oh, use the funnel. Hold
And
the funnel.
a dipper.
And the dipper. Well, certainly. There we are. Nice hunk of boiling oil. Right there we go.
Oh, you idiot. You've scalded my stomach with hot oil.
Well, let's look at it the bright side. You'll be the first kid on the block with polyunsaturated navel.
You nitwit! No wonder business is bad.
What do you mean business is bad? We've got customers to burn.
Put this boiling oil back on the fire.
Yes?
And go to the storeroom and take the cannonballs out of the cannon.
Oh, in other words, you mean get the lead out.
In other words,
Get
go.
the cannonballs out of the cannon.
It's no good. My playboy son back from college.
Hey! Rickety-ricket. He flunked all his classes.
But I learned how to ticket. Where's my daddy-o? Oh, dear daddy-o. Daddy-o. There you are. I've just finished school. Meet my homework.
I send you to college and you bring home girls?
I'm just trying to keep up with the Joneses. The Tom Joneses. I'll see you later. Wait for me in the canoe.
But we have no canoe.
Well, put a moat in your boat, honey.
Wenches.
What do you mean,
Wenches,
wenches?
you're nothing but a ne'er-do-well.
That's right. When I'm near a dame, I do very, very well.
And another thing.
Yes.
Why aren't you off to the wars like the rest of the college students?
You know why? Because I burned my Crusades draft card.
Do you know what you can get for that?
I had hoped I would get a very big laugh.
No good, listen to me. Your playboy days are over. You're going to work for me. Work!
Work! I work! Work, don't mention work. That's a 4-letter word. That's a 4-letter word. Shut up. Yes, Daddy.
Since you are going to be a traveling salesman and you go on the road, you have to know the merchandise.
Yes.
Walk like this.
I was... Oh, yes. What is that, Daddy?
This is a head crusher.
Oh! A head crusher! Heavens to Betsy!
And this,
Yes?
this is a spine splitter.
A spine splitter. I get the point. What is that? What is that?
That with the spikes in it is an Iron Maiden.
A what, sir?
An Iron Maiden.
I don't understand you.
Iron Maiden, Iron Maiden.
Okay, I'll iron the maiden. No wonder she's a maiden with a face like that. Who'd marry her? Come.
No,
On there.
don't get me on the
Iron,
table.
iron.
Please, don't.
Ah, I will iron ruffles.
No! Stop it! It's ridiculous. That iron is cold. You must get your power from New York. It's ridiculous. Who is this, John? Who is he?
Apprentice, this is my son.
I am his son.
A dropout from college.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
that's not the only place he's dropped out.
Apprentice, watch your tongue.
What, with my eye teeth?
Don't you dare grab me. I'm terribly
Why'd
nervous.
you grab me? I didn't grab you.
If I had my kneading noodle. I had my nose fixed. Now my mouth don't work. I don't know. If I had my... talk to each other a minute, please. If I had my knitting needles, Don't give me that line again. I'll tell you that. I'd crochet you to death. That's what I would do.
Forgive me, sir.
Sewer? Young man, that's sire. You have very bad breeding.
If I have very bad breeding, how did I know you was a sewer?
I was... Even for the Middle Ages, that joke is pretty old. Maybe a little snuff will calm me down.
Snuff, huh?
Yes.
Well, I hope you're up to snuff.
Thank you very much.
There. What you gonna do with that?
I didn't hear you say. What'd you say?
I said, what you gonna do with that?
You really want to know? Here it comes, folks. Stick it up my nose.
Well, you ask silly questions, you get silly.
Oh, shut up! Stand back. I'm going to sneeze, and I don't want you near me.
Oh, all right.
Because this is my sneeze, and I know how to take this snuff. Yeah. Oh. Hey. Oh.
Yes, sire.
Lucky, send in the salesman with a new spring line of torture devices.
Yes, Your Majesty. Well, here they come now, the torture boys.
We have stones to break your bones and molten lead to soak your head. We also got a torture rack
That's guaranteed to twist your back.
So call the guys who specialize in ways to make you drop dead.
If you can torture my prisoners the way you've just tortured that song,
Yes?
you've got a firm deal.
How about that? What I've always wanted, 13 weeks at the palace.
I'll even take 13 weeks on radio. Anything.
Enough of that. Just show me your torture device.
I'll be very, very happy to show you. I shall open it. We have the greatest torture device in the world. Here is a very, very nifty item. Show them.
There you are. That's in case you haven't finished your Christmas chopping.
Sit with them. This, sire, is very, very good very wonderful for removing hair.
It's not painful to remove hair.
It is when you have to remove the head with it. Shut up out there. Pick that up. Pick up that thing, and we'll show it back to the king again. Now, there's that great blade.
Good luck, you got one of them.
Thanks. The guy with the helmet. Tell him about the blade.
There's 3 of them out there. Looked like a mass diaper change. You'll find that this blade cuts off more heads than any blade.
No. What else you got?
You say you don't like the blade? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Bring that torture chamber in here.
Torture chamber
We got
in
one of
here.
the greatest things in the world. This is a people punisher. A people punisher. A very wonderful thing. Would you leave, please? Thank you, Coffee.
Out of here, people punisher.
She's not the people punisher. You are my assistant. My dad told you that, didn't he?
Yeah.
Then you'll take orders from me.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Now get in there.
There.
I said get in it.
No.
What?
No.
Get in there.
No. There's only one thing that would make me get in there, and that's it.
Now, good. Now get there. Put your feet through there. We'll show you how this works. Give me your foot. Give me your foot. There it is. Pull it out. That's fine. Now pull the other one. Terrible torture thing.
Oh, hey!
I'm sorry. Now we take this. We take this and we put this on.
That's a good idea, and then people can't steal my feet.
Good idea, Ali. Now I will crank this and watch this one. It is a terrible, tough thing to do.
I look like John Wayne. Careful how you break my legs. I'm taking them from a dog.
What are you yelling about? He's laying there doing nothing. I'm getting blisters on my hand. Put that. Put it. you see? That's the way it works. Wonderful. Now get down off there.
Good thing I was wearing my stretch pants.
Yeah. Your Highness, what do you think of his longness?
I don't know.
You don't? Well, I can't hold him. Stand still. Stand up. I know you're in trouble. You see, one torture treatment, and the Dean of Canterbury will walk like the Dean of Martin. Now stand up. You all right?
I should have left my legs in my other stockings.
There you are.
Well, if that's all you got, thanks for showing me a spring line.
Well, all right, you say you don't like people stretcher. How about, I'll give him the good one now. How about the Mexican water torture?
Mexican water torture?
Yes. You feed him Mexican food, and you don't give him any water.
You can have heartburn from the top of your head to the tip of your tacos.
You gentlemen are very funny. I think I'll hire you as my royal entertainers.
Hooray! We're working for His Majesty.
Back in show business at last. At last, I'm a new member of the King family.
Well, the King, you like funny stories? Did you hear one about the knight that couldn't sit on the round table because he was a square?
No, you're not going to entertain me.
What?
I'm sending you to the battlefield to entertain the troops.
Battlefield?
Why, I could get killed.
What, suppose the troops don't like our jokes?
In that case, I'll can you.
Just think. He's going to can us. We'll go down in the history as the first canned hams.
Stay tuned for the second portion of the Red Skelton Hour.
There's good news today, fellow knights. The king has sent a USO troupe of entertainers to amuse us. Here they come now. Let's give them a hand.
Sit down and cut the applause, boys, because it's a short war, and we've got a very long show. Don't get excited, fellas, because these girls are waitresses. They wait on tables. Don't wait on the table. Wait under the table, and I'll meet you there a little later. The show must go on. Wave bye-bye. Wave bye-bye. I like the way they wave bye-bye. They save their hands to slap the officers. And now, gentlemen, for our star of the afternoon. That Yorkshire puddin'-head, the biggest schmo in the USO, that nut in shining armor, Bobby, a booby hatch. Now, Bobby.
It made a detour somewhere, I'll tell you that. I want to report a detective shield.
Of defective shit.
Defective.
Would you like to take the spear out?
No, I'd like to take one of those girls out there built better.
Come back here, quick. Entertain these boys. They're very lonesome, and these boys have been working very hard.
They stole my sheep.
No.
A resuscitation. A resuscitation. I threw a spear into the air. It fell to earth. I think I know where.
Yeah. Now go down there and shake hands with them where they sit.
Yes. They don't have hands where they sit.
If they did, they'd be in 4F. Tell me, friend, step up here on the stage. Tell me, friend, what part of England are you from?
Nottingham.
What is it?
Nottingham.
Did you read it right?
I did.
What do you do in Nottingham?
I put knots in hams.
Why do you put knots in hams?
That's so the pigs won't leak out.
Pigs won't leak out. Laugh it up. Laugh it up. That's the kind of stuff the folks back home are laughing at.
Yeah.
Aren't you glad you're here? Now, tell me, Booby Hatch, what's the difference between a duke and a duck?
Well, a duke has webbed feet.
And a duck has webbed feet.
There's no difference.
Laugh it up.
No.
All right. Duke, tell me something. A duke, young Duke Deke. Is this the Duke Van Dyke show? No. A duke is someone who is born with a silver spoon in his mouth.
I'll bet that tickles his mother.
Yeah.
What, you got an earache?
It's the enemy! The enemy. I thought we were the enemy.
Here comes the enemy.
Oh, we'll have a bigger audience now.
Yeah.
Hey!
Oh, this is
Hey!
Cowboy Joe.
Right in here. Cowboy Joe.
Wait a minute. Cut! Hold the war. A riddle.
A riddle.
What is black and white and black and white and black and white and black and white?
I don't know.
A penguin rolling down the hill. Cut. Hold the war. Why is a banana never lonesome?
Because it hangs around the bunch?
Give it to him. Cut the war. Now let's give him the blockbuster.
The blockbuster.
I heard of somebody stealing, but not from me. Well, give him the blockbuster.
What's purple has seeds and conquers the world?
What's purple has seeds and conquers the world?
Yeah.
Alexander the Grape, and that's your line.
Here now.
Wait a
Grape, G-R-A-P.
G-R-A-P.
Hey,
What?
Our USO tour is a success.
What do you mean, a success? I don't
They've
know.
stopped fighting.
Yeah, they stopped fighting.
Burn them at the stake! Wait a minute. What do you mean, burn them at the stake or chop them their heads off?
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. What do you want? You want to be burned at the stake or have your head chopped off?
I'd rather be burned at the stake.
Why?
Because a hot steak is better than a cold chop.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like for you to meet our guest star. This man is more than just a star. He's a great tradition in show business, and we all love him very much. Mr. Milton Berle.
I want to tell you something, Red. You're just fabulous. I mean, you really. You said some of the funniest jokes I'll ever use. And I think you're the funniest man in the world.
No,
I really,
no.
and I never miss your show.
Really?
I never see it, so I never miss it. Will you do me a favor? Will you bring that in? Bring that. I want to show Red something.
What you got?
Hurry up, bring it in and set it right over here. It's a bit. It's a bit.
Oh.
Fine. No, I think it's too close to the camera.
So are you.
I was. Did you frame that up?
That's the first time I've seen it too, right?
If he wants to ad lib, I'll check my brains. We'll start eating. And you're laughing over my jokes. Now, this man, you can sit here, but take off the helmet. With the head, please. Now here, Red, I brought this. What does this look like?
Oh, it looks like 2 doors and 1 swinger.
All right. No shtick. Now, what does this remind you of?
Something to adore.
Funny line. I wish I'd have said that.
You will.
I will. Now, here's what I mean. I'm going to make a little wager with you. How many doors are here?
There's 3.
Will you bet there's 4?
You mean bet?
Are you a gambling man?
I'm married. Too close to the camera.
Red.
Yeah.
If you want to laugh, sit out there. Will you?
When I see something I enjoy it.
Thank you very much.
I'll gamble. I'll
Will you
bet
gamble?
Yeah.
And you say there's 3 doors
3
here?
doors.
I bet you that there's 4 doors there.
4 doors?
Yeah, you got any money on you?
Yeah.
You got 2 10s for a 5?
Yes.
Thank you.
For a minute, I thought you were cheating me.
You say there's 3 doors there,
There's
and
3.
I say there's 4.
All right.
I'll show you. Look.
Bet.
Well, I'll make you a bet. Bet 2 of them. Bet 2.
right, yeah.
Right there. Bet 2.
All
You
right.
hold the money.
All right.
Ready? I say there's 4 doors.
4
Ready?
doors, let's see 'em.
Front door, back door, swinging door, and cuspidor. Beautiful. You like to get your money back? Want to make another wager?
Yeah.
How many doors are there?
There's 3 doors. You want to bet it? There's 4 doors.
We'll make up your mind.
There's 4. You just proved it to me.
I got to be on the set in June. Hurry up. There are 4 doors?
4 doors.
Now, I'll bet you that there's 3 doors there.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll bet again. Here. You want 2 10s for 5?
Yes, thank
There
you.
you are.
Okay. Now, you say there's 4 doors?
4 doors.
And I say there's 3 doors.
There's 4.
Front door, back door, swinging door, spittoon. Thank you.
You know, I don't mind losing the money like that because he donates all the money to the Ford Foundation, and it helps get back the fortune that they lost in the Etzel.
Repeat that. I didn't hear that.
And now, The Silent Spot, starring Red Skelton. Tonight, Red shows you what happens when a bridge fiend tries to get a 4th for bridge. is again Red Skelton.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's difficult to find a proper way to say goodnight to friends after they've been so kind and inviting you into their homes for an hour. But our sponsors and staff are sincerely grateful, especially if we have given you 1 second of happiness. So until next week, we say goodbye for now, and may God bless. Good night, and thank you.
Though it seems a crime to run, there is lots more fun in store. Next week when we pull a job, try to join the mob once more. So goodbye until the moment when we'll see you all again. To our friends near and far, fare thee well, au revoir.
This is Art Gilmore speaking.